All right, we are back. We are back and we're ready for some more testing. Oh, I can't talk to them right now. Just want to test, make sure that our settings are good and that we are actually live. Important stuff. All right, we're good to go. So we need to get back to the game, right? All right, so what they ended up doing, oh, you know what? I got to get out. They ended up making some adjustments to the mods and then did a fresh server reset. So now, if we look at our map, we started over here. This is their starting point. So now we don't have anything secured on the map, and this entire area with all the flags, those are all populated with enemies. Normally, you'd only get one flag on a standard default server, but all these locations have enemies going at them right now. Plus, there's some additional missions that are thrown in there, and I should I should probably honestly just start, you know, doing something. Hey, what's up, guys? I was tying my shoe. No, no, man, my boot came untied. Oh no, give me a minute. I'll definitely get shot. Hold my beer. Oh yeah, yeah. Man, I probably should have been helping. Yeah, I should have been helping, man. There's enemies and stuff. But that's the joy of being a playtester. You can just go in here and say, "Hey, man, hang on, I got to turn this stuff on." Oh man, that's not good. I just got hit by a stray. Dude, this is a terrible. Hey, who's the one that had the idea of putting us downhill? Is it though? It, it Nah, just teasing you, man. But I am gonna flank around. Oh man, there are so many enemies, and they are way out there. Man, I do not have a scope for that kind of range. Okay, I don't see anybody on the beach and the shoreline over there, but we. Oh crap. Okay, that guy wasn't fully dead. We know that there's some up on that hill because they were shooting at us. I just got grazed. Oh crap. We got a dude up on the roof. I don't know if I got him or not because of that explosion that was in front of me. I think we got him. Um, Man, that sucks. Not ideal. Oh, he's hiding back there. Gotcha. All right, let's see here. Where are they at? I keep hearing voices. I'm hoping that that guy blew his friend up. Things got kind of quiet over here. All right. Throwing a smoke by the tent. Come on. I am in the smoke. Oh, I bet you that was the BTR. We've got no respawn point over there, I don't think. Do we? No. No, we don't, because this is the fresh map. That's how it is. Freaking brutal. All right. Load our loadout. Hey, you guys need anything on my way back? Like some Burger King or. Oh, you know what? I'm completely out of radio range. Crap. They can't even hear me. Man, that sucks. All right. We're just gonna take a small chopper over there then. Let's hurry up and get back over. Come on, girl, fire up. We gotta get you off of the ground. There we go. We're off. I want to. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we are heading the right direction. All right. I just want to check the map. We want to see exactly where they're at. So they are off to our left slightly. I'll distract them. Look at my balls. Okay, those are gunshots. Those are gunshots. Yep. Do you need a med kit? Tidy, do you got a med kit on you? All right, don't shoot at it. I'm right here. I'm putting C4 on it. I'm good. Run. Yeah, it did. Yeah, I'm hiding behind a rock. Oh yeah, I can hear them. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna get away from that thing because yeah, I keep blowing myself up because I'm like, oh wow, look, it looks so cool on fire, and then boom, I'm gone. Is that enemies in the area? Yeah, it is. We still have enemies in the area. I hear, I hear the voice. Dude, I have no visual on them. I'm gonna try and flank them. think I got him. I think I got him with that last shot. Son of a biscuit. Oh, I think I'm gonna bleed out. Oh, I died. I died. Ouch. All right. Let's see what we can do. Make sure we get a loadout. Hey, Tidy, you still around the island or no? That would be a big NO. All right, let's get back over there and help. That is pretty cool how they started it off. And your first base, you have to actually make a water landing or air landing. Just kind of like you'd have to do during an invasion process, you know? Very neat. I don't see anybody. Oh, there's one right there. There's an enemy. Just forget him. Hey, over by that BRT, there's enemies. I seen him when I was flying in. I was gonna land by it. Enemies are over by that BRT. So we're getting flanked. Oh, I seen them drop over here. Were they over by the lighthouse? Somebody's shooting me from a long way. What are you looking at? Oh, the British Chinook. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Have you checked to see if we could build yet? I am pushing up inland and I am going to regret it. there's soldiers out on the runway. That was a clean hit. And I'm relocating because they know where I'm at. I think I might have shot him. He looks like he's limping. All right. Holy crap, there's a bunch of dudes over there. All right, let's go back up on that hill. Because I could actually. I had eyes on them from up here. Yeah, my scope does not go that far. I don't think so. I took a couple guys out that are over on the runway. Is that you guys shooting at an enemy? Yeah, I've seen the some of the female models that you guys added. They look pretty cool. They did a good. They look like whoever made them did a good job. All right. Looks like we got another one. Yeah, they ain't up here with me, guys, because I'm over here shooting over at the airport. Oh, they got a bird in the air. No, it's not. I got guys on me somewhere. Yep. Suicide. That was not suicide. I got murdered. That was complete utter murder. I got exploded. Yeah, they blew me up with some sort of explosive device. And it said I committed suicide. It's like, stop encouraging my already intrusive thoughts. What you up to? Ah, yeah, I'm playtesting our friend's Arma server. They're they're uh they're getting ready to go live with it on GTX, which that's a premium server. But the internet speeds, the processing speeds, everything's really really good over there. So should run buttery smooth. But we've been playtesting it for a couple days pretty hard, and so far so good. Well, that last game version update that they did, it really broke a lot of the mods. Not the modders' faults, but everything has to get updated again, and a lot of the servers are just in terrible condition that we were playing on. So they're like, screw it, we'll make our own. So they did. But some of the servers we were playing on, man, it was literally like months and months that we were waiting for them to do anything to try and fix them. Oh yeah, yeah, that one's not even up right now. It hasn't been. I just heard a voice. Where the heck is he? Yeah, if you weren't on Fortnite, I'd tell you to come over here and check it out. Oh, there he is. Yeah, I took out a bunch of people at this airport already that were sitting out on the runway. Yeah, there's a lot of people that are learning. Well, all of you console players, you're just now learning about live service games and figuring out that, wow, you don't own anything when they shut it down after you spent thousands of dollars keeping that game alive. And then you just never get to play it. Yeah, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that know, but there's many who don't, you know, they don't realize it yet. All right, I am going to push forward, sneaking into the airport. Oh, there's a hole in the gate over here. I don't even have to cut the fence. These guys are having fun trying to get everything working and troubleshooting it. It's good, you know, it shows that they've got passion and stuff. And the guy who's modding it, he's been doing this for a long time with Arma. He's been doing it for years. So it was great because I didn't have to learn any of it, you know. Son of a bitch, man. It was empty. Are you downloading something? Oh, I'm capping. I'm capping the airport. That's why I'm kind of wondering if it's not a load order thing. You know what I mean? All right. I need to look at my inventory. C4 detonator. I want to open this. I want to put some morphine on my quick wheel. Did you just log in? Yeah, Hook's one of the guys from my Discord. We play all kinds of games together. Yeah, he joined yesterday, and fun fact, he was a flight engineer for Chinooks in real life. So so I told him to get over here and check out your Chinooks. LP, it's called Regiment 9 PVE. Yes, put spaces in there. And I got another person from my Discord coming over here to check it out. See, it's my old lady's kid. Hey, Houston, we may have a problem here. Oh, uh, because there's a bunch of crates in the way. Gotcha. It's the Regiment 9 PVE Everon. What a pretty bird. No, I was admiring how pretty it is. It's a good looking helicopter. I like it. I think uh, I think he played on the other server with us. I thought. I just got shot at. I'm checking right now. It says zero supplies available. Yeah, I see that. I'm trying to find them. They're on top of the antenna. So is this going to be the standard amount of enemies that you get when you're capping one of like the this location? Well, I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm used to playing on like the WCS mods or like Echoes of Hell. So you get a crap ton of difficult enemies. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. Well, right. No, 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 no. No, I didn't expect it to. That's why I was asking. That's cool. Hey, what's up, Huck? Yeah, yeah. This is gonna be the yeah, I think it depends on how they set it up. Because like the Echoes of Hell, they've got a Vietnam server, and that's one of the few Vietnam ones that I actually liked. But yeah, that one, man, it's brutal. You get tons of freaking enemies, and it's almost always dead. They're like nobody likes playing on that thing, and I think it's because it is just seriously hell. You know what I mean? Okay, you, yeah, no, that's cool, man. That's why I was asking because when I when I capped this base, there was no retaliation. But if he'd already done all that, then that's not a big deal. No, it's fine. That's why I'm asking, man. I'm just making sure. Dude, that was the smartest play I've done. Seriously, like the FIA and the Russians got into it, man, and they were going at it for like a good 30, 35 minutes while I was building this base. And I'm like, you know what? It petered out down there. I'm hearing very few gunshots. I wonder what's going on. I'm gonna go scope it out. And it was like a handful of dudes left, man. But they like they seriously had a war, and that's cool. You know, that's how it should be. No, that's a big thing. Like that there's so many games out there that drive me nuts because they run just an audio filter and you'll hear the gunshot, shit like that. And it's cool for the immersion and stuff, but real immersion to me is that if you hear that gunshot, you need to be paranoid because something made that gunshot and it was not you and it is out there. Right. Well, maybe one night when after everything settles down and everything's running, I think it would be fun just for like take take one or two people. I'd even volunteer for it to do it solo, but I would join the FIA and then just screw with you guys. I think it would just be fun, you know? Yeah, there's different ways that you can set that up. Yeah. Dude, I would totally do like a 1v25. I would totally go up against 25 people. I think it would be fun as hell. Right. Yeah. Yeah, no, but if you limit it, I'd even limit it just to two people. Put it put yeah, I'd put a two-person limit on it and that would be really cool, man, cuz I'd love to go like 1v20 or something like that, man, just to see how I do. Yeah, well, and then that's the big problem, man. People suck. That's why I would love to do it on this map. Yeah, I hear I hear a chopper. Is that ours? Hook said it's not him. We got a bird in the air. So if you join the FIA faction, do you get access to their clothing? Oh man, that's cool. I like some of their outfits a lot, man. Yeah, I think so. You got a strap on. I hope it's bigger than your real one. Oh, I'm taking gunshots over here. What's going on? Yeah. Yeah. And for the record, I am live streaming. So you just got caught calling a phone booth a Superman tent. I like the color of these with the Russian vehicles and stuff. It's not just a standard default color. I like these trucks a lot better than the American trucks. I hate saying it, but I mean, just the design of them from like an engineering standpoint, because I'm a nerd. Um, I I just like them better. I mean, you can read the gauge clusters, and everything's just very common sense. I used to run through these woods and not have to worry about enemies. And I ran through here yesterday on my first play test on this thing and got slaughtered by like 10 dudes. No, I've had zero spawn issues so far, knock on wood. Okay, well, I'm going to point out the fact that some modder, um, modder Fokker, he put enemies in the woods. In the woods. Yeah, it's a nice surprise. Um, do. Okay, we'll do the cutters. Oh no, did I just drop that? I did. Vicinity. No, you get back over here in my inventory. There we go. I think it's by Old Man's Pond. Let's go check it out. Unless Oates needs us to test some. We need a boat, a chopper, or a sniper over here for this island. Starting to get low on ammo. There's a concrete bunker over here in front of me. And I've been hearing voices. So they're either in the woods or right over there. But I have no freaking visual. Oh, we got dudes out in the water too. I don't know, man. All right, I'm about out of ammo. I'm gonna have to come back. Oh, that's voices. They're in the woods. And I just got shot. Brutal. Yeah, this thing's fun. But the that island over there, man, we need a boat or something, a sniper. No, we either need a sniper or a boat to get over there, I think. I was looking at the map though. It looks like I might be able to walk across a land bridge. Yeah, I'm heading that way, man. I took out a bunch of enemies over there. And then on my way back to re-ammo up, I met some FIA out in the woods. Look, man, I appreciate the offer, but I told you that my first 5 dick pics are free. You go from only fans to moldy fans. All right, I don't see anybody. I hear a vehicle. Is that you guys? Yeah, it is. No, it's completely fine. I didn't need those ears. That's funny, man. That shit's loud. Oh, unless I'm dead, I'm always out in the middle of the shit. It's funny. It says search success helicopter recon. Search patrol avoided. I don't think we avoided them. No, I'm making my way downtown. Got him. Oh, you like that? Run. Look at this one, dude. He's going out into the ocean. Oh, I got enemies here. You stupid bastard. It takes so long to weapon swap. He's healing me. He's my hero. Yeah, I don't have a med kit. Yeah, I got 8 up to. I need to get me a sniper rifle though. I figure when you guys do the new server, I'll actually make a proper loadout. Right. Yeah, I mean, this is testing. It's not a big deal. We still got enemies in the area. No, I think we got dudes floating out in the water. Not enough supplies. All right, I think I'm gonna start heading back to the airport and re-ammo and all that good stuff. No, no, and I was gonna I wanted to look at the bolt action rifles, to be honest, because I don't want a crazy sniper rifle. I'm thinking of doing more along the lines of like an FIA build, because they wouldn't have like the most advanced tech, you know. Yes, sir. Like maybe an old Garand or something. I don't know what the options are, you know what I mean? I'm getting shot at. Yeah, I'm sure that they got some cool options, you know what I mean? I just don't want to go crazy with a giant flagpole on my back. Just admit it, man. You're a mobile pole dancer and I think it's a clever concept. Hey, Hook, where you at, man? Ah, yeah, dude. This ain't like the other map. Um, there's enemies everywhere now, and then in between everywhere, there's enemies. Like they're out in the middle of the woods and shit. Frickin', which I mean, that's to me, that's much more realistic. You know what I mean? Because before, like, dude, I'd run through the woods for 20 freaking minutes avoiding enemies. I mean, that's how I got location to location. And very rarely would I ever come across anybody. Now, right. And then now it's the way it's set up. It's like it don't matter what woods you go into, you're gonna be hard pressed not to find somebody. I mean, which is that's cool. It's cool that they set it up like that. All right, let's see. What are our options here? looks like the M21 is going to be the closest thing I can get to an old school rifle. Um, so what can we do for optics? Okay, it does not fit that one. Vortex Golden Eagle. That's for the Glock. What the heck is this one for? Yes, sir. Oh, that's cool. No rangefinder, no nothing. Just skill. Oh, I'm really happy with this. Oh no, there's no med tent here. I was hoping for a med tent because I need a med kit. All right, so let's see what we've got. Where do you put your medical supplies? Right next to my anti-personnel mines, you know, science, safety. Man, that's the thing. I need so many medical supplies because sometimes when I'm out there, we can be alive for like 2, 3 hours without having to come back and re-ammo up because we're always robbing the enemies and stuff. So I want to be heavy on my med supplies. It just makes sense. Yeah, I'm gonna check it right now. I'm gonna see if I can find the med kit. Okay, so here's all our ammo. There we go. Or does that have to go? It won't fit in here. So that's our shirt. Why don't we put our meds in our shirt? See if we can free up a spot. No, max weight exceeded on that. Oh, you know what? Why do I have that ammo there? That will not fit. to try a different tactical vest. Yeah, yeah, that's how I made that scenario before. I was with the game master. Yeah, yeah, that's not a big deal. I can figure it out. I haven't done it in a while, but I can figure it out. But oh yeah, yeah, no, I wouldn't be doing anything without talking to you about it first anyway, you know. So yeah, just I guess when he gets to the next server set up, maybe have it set up. Nah, me. Were you able to hear any of that? Okay, I was just making sure. Let's see. Can I? Man, I'm gonna have to redo this outfit and stuff when we get to the next server. I don't have enough carry stuff. I want to be able to carry another full med kit because I will be dropping that for somebody at some point. Yeah, I can't save this. I'm getting invalid faction items. I think it's either the weapon or one of the scopes. I don't see anything else. Oh, maybe let's try. Maybe it was that intel. Nope. So what do I have on me that would be an invalid faction item? The only thing that I picked up different is this weapon. So let's drop that. Save. No, it's not letting me save it. Cost exceeds our allocated supplies. We have 25,119 available supplies. I don't believe that. I don't know. I'm going to figure it out when we get to the next server, though, because I want to make a different loadout. I got to start with my clothes and then put a vest on. That way I can carry crap. And then I got to get a backpack so I can carry crap. Oh, Hook, can you hear me? So, one of the cool things is that, and this is something that we really didn't utilize before. Um, you can load up a vehicle. Like, let's say that you grab a Jeep or something like that, you can load it up with supplies and crap that you would normally use and just put it in the trunk of it and take it with you. Hey, tidy question. Uh, what's the despawn timer on the vehicles? Right. Yeah, like how long can you leave it parked without it despawning? What up, Izzy? Yeah, if you could just ask them, I'd appreciate it, man. No, 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 no. The server will never be able to handle that. Um, but I'm just curious as to what the despawn timer is. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be doing a loadout with this frickin' M21. I think that'll be cool. I think that'll be fun to do though. Have some nights where like I'm gonna play as the FIA and then go against all of you guys. And I think it would be a lot of fun because I am an absolute freaking menace when it comes to doing crap like that. You guys are going to be driving around one day, and then all of a sudden there's going to be an anti-tank mine in the road. That's cool. The vehicles don't despawn as of right now, but we'll see how that's going to work out depending on how many people that they end up allowing into the server. Right. Yeah, there is. Well, they're not doing a 128 person server. So the way that they're setting it up is, we've got all these killer mods and everything like that, and then basically turn the map into living hell with all of the AI, harder AI using tanks, equipment, helicopters. So that's a lot going on in the background. And if you have 128 people on that server, I don't give a shit how good that server is, it's going to be laggy because it's just so much going on behind the scenes. Right. So they're going to do a much smaller server. We'll see how many people that they end up opening it up to. Um, but you want to keep it like maybe between 25 and 40 people. That way you're not overloading the crap out of the server, which means that you're going to get good server performance. It's not going to be a laggy mess. You can crank up your graphics and it'll be beautiful, you know. But it's also everything that they're putting on here is console friendly. So it's still available for crossplay. It's a smart, I think it's a smart way to set the server up. We did a lot of discussing on what I would like to do, I personally had one. And he took a lot of notes and then took the things that he wanted to do. And then he talked to Oates about it, and they worked this out together. But, he's smart. He took a lot of advice, and that's a good thing, that's how we learn from each other. Because the way it's set up right now, this is phenomenal. And we're not getting the full experience right now because he's limited to how much stuff that he can put on here because this test server is just a free server. They're putting it on the premium one tonight. He's working on it right now. And then as some of the broken mods when they did the version update, as some of those get repaired, the cool ones, we'll throw back on here that'll help increase the immersion and potential difficulty levels, stuff like that. It's very cool though. I'm gonna go wander off in the woods for a minute and see if I can find somebody to shoot with this thing. Oh, I did not. Oh yeah, yeah, with the unlimited. Yeah, they don't despawn. Yeah. I'd like to see how long we can keep one of the supply trucks alive, man. You know what I mean? It'd just be something stupid and fun. That's that's what I was doing on the other server. I was like, man, I love this truck. I'm like, I'm keeping this one. It's been through some shit with me. Nah, he'll get it figured out, man. Like I said, it could be something as silly as just the mod order. If something changed in the order of them, the mods do some weird stuff, man, because you're getting in there and messing with code that you're not supposed to be. Yeah, Yeah, what you can do, like you can take the map and everything and then put it into the editor and terraform it. Um, but yeah, hit boxes and stuff like that for the terrain, it gets wonky sometimes. So no, it's completely doable and everything, but you expect some trial and error testing a lot, before you actually just finalize it. No, this is nice, man. This is a winner. This is a winner. Yes, sir. And we got enemies. Did you guys light the fire back here by the garage? Oh shit. He shot me right in the face. Right in the face hole. Ain't that a bitch, man? Apparently they will start the fire and just hang out by it. That's crazy. That's cool. Tidy. He can't hear me. Oh, he's dying too. I was gonna say, sing me a song while I bleed out. Make it romantic. So that is cool as hell. All right. We gotta spawn in. I'm gonna talk to him about that. That is fantastic. Yeah, they did. But dude, that's fantastic, man, because I didn't think that anybody lit that fire because no, we haven't been over there. But the cool thing is that the AI started a fire over there and they were camping over there. Brain thinking. Oh, the Superman tent. It was a phone booth. Yeah, that's pretty epic, bro. I love it. The Superman tent. Oh, well, it's the same way for me. Yeah. Yeah, it's the camera POV. No, everybody's like really tall from your own perspective, you know. All right, I'm not using night vision. Okay, I found the hole in the fence, so I'm just not using night vision, and I'm gonna make my way back over there. Dude, you can't see crap, man. It's dark. I was just checking the difference, you know. Look at that. I'm cranking the brightness. Yeah, I was just checking the difference. Yeah, I like the amber color. It depending on the lighting. Yeah, the white phosphorus NVGs. I personally don't like them. I think that this is the right direction. I'm just kind of going off memory. Is that the light from their fire? No, not their tent. There it is. There they are. Man, what a huge difference that night vision is. Yes, sir. Yeah, that's freaking awesome, dude. Where's the oh here's loot. Dude, there's loot in here. That's what I got. What is this one for? Oh, I think that's for the scar. So this is one of those random encounter missions. That's badass though that they're just out here chilling in the dark next to the fire and shit, you know? Even if it is inside the mod, you would be able to change your loot drops and stuff like that. You could add whatever you want. You can randomize it or make them custom, you know. Where the heck is our tent? Trying to see if we can build. We can. Hell yeah, man. This is going to be awesome. I can't wait to play it on there on that GTX server. That thing's going to be smooth. What's up, Izzy? Yeah, this is definitely awesome, man. Well, it's not going to get worse, so this is a hell of a starting point, you know what I mean? Right, right. And that's the big thing, you know. Yeah, you know, and well, and those guys, I mean, that great community, great community, you know. And that's the thing, like this can grow as much or as little as you want because people are going to want to play on this because of how it is set up and how it's going to be taken care of. But you know, it's like my channel. I don't have the biggest channel in the world or anything, but I don't know if you've noticed, but my community is freaking awesome. And I've always I've always focused on quality and not quantity. You know, I'd rather have 10 really awesome people than an army of assholes. That's just stupid to me. But, you know, it's a fantastic gaming community. But it's because of the things, you know, that we do. It's like this stuff, you know, finding good people that are interested in, you know, their particular game, things like that, and people that are dedicated to it. You know, and that's the problem. Like a lot of the original servers, stuff like that, they don't get the attention that they need because some of the people have kind of lost the passion. You know, they've gotten thousands of hours into the game, and you know, you get burned out over time. You know, so I understand that, but like if your community is getting to a point like that, it's like you kind of need to quit because you're not helping your community by not supporting them. You know. Yeah, I feel that. All right, let's see. I don't know. Yeah, yeah, like I said, man, if you've got a good community of gamers, man, it's gonna be a good time no matter what, you know. Yeah, yeah, no, you don't want toxicity in the community. Yeah, no, you gotta monitor your community. You don't want toxicity in it. It's a good way to set yourself up for failure. Yeah, no, that's stupid. But dude, I'm not even playing. I think it would be fun as hell to like have one or two dudes on the FIA because like if you guys let me do that one night, you're gonna hate it because I'm a nuisance, dude. And you'd know too because I would be laughing. Oh yeah, I think it's harder than what you think because I've done a lot of PvP stuff, man, and there's a lot of different ways that you can be an absolute menace. This is a cool little place here. Starting to get it built up a little bit. Yeah, that's cool, man. I'm looking forward to testing it. Yeah, if he's uploading all this to the new server, it's gonna be freaking cool. Um, it for me, it's a first person game, so it really doesn't matter what the character is to me. I think that right. I think that having options is cool though, you know. And you're very unlikely to. There's not very many. Like my Discord is if you look at the demographic, like the data, so the games that I play and everything, um, 90s, it's like 98% of my Discord should be male, and they should be from the ages of 25 to 45. and that's just not true. I mean, we're about 50% female and everything, but it's because we have a safe space, you know. We don't have a bunch of douchebags that are thirsty as hell. Everybody, I wouldn't tolerate that bullshit. Yeah, but you know, but Milsims are generally not real popular with the ladies, and that's okay, you know, but it's nice to have options for female characters. That way, if one of the ladies does want to check it out, you know, they're more than welcome to. So, no, the default Arma characters were very, very plain. Um, the models that you're seeing that are the mods, those were probably done in Blender, and you're going to have a lot more detail and stuff like that. But whoever did create the mod, they did a good job. Oh, here's the pond. Here's that pond I was hanging out at. Yeah, but when I was over here yesterday, there were some dudes. Well, you got to remember too, you want to keep this console friendly. So you've got to keep an eye out on the mods. I mean, you want variety, but you know, you guys are definitely limited on what you can actually do. Yeah. See, and that's the difference between console and PC gaming. It's not just the performance. Like my Cyberpunk mod collection, the one that I personally put together, it's 34 plus gig. So you couldn't even download the mod collection, let alone the game too, you know what I mean? So it's a big difference. Well, just when you're ready, man, like I said, just hit me up in the Discord and give me your budget. I'll look at SkyTech, you know, because they built both my last two PCs. I had them custom built both of them. The one I'm playing on right now, they did a live stream and put it together for me. But what's nice is that you get to pick your parts and everything, and you know they'll do a custom build and everything, and that you get the warranty with it. But yeah, it's nice. Yeah, it's like I said, it's let me know what your budget is and when you're ready to pull the trigger, and I'll get online. I'll see what they have available and stuff because they've got some amazing freaking pre-builts, man. They've got everything from, your first gaming PC all the way up to just straight god tier stuff. It depends on the quality of your experience. The average gamer is going to have a PC that's $2,000 or less. That is the average. And, you know, there are some really ignorant people out there, kind of like myself, that go above that. No, no. I mean, no matter what you do, because you're on a PS5. So even if we just got you the basic desktop, the bottom end desktop, it way, way outperforms the PS5. They're it's such a drastic change. And that's just even if you get the bottom of the barrel. So it just depends on what you want. Like my CPU alone was like a little over 1,200 bucks. And that's just the CPU. And you've got to consider that there's a whole ass computer that goes with that. Like the graphics card is over 5 grand. So it can get expensive. But it depends on what you're doing with it. No matter what, though, if you just switch to PC, it's going to be a better play experience. Yeah, and again, I mean, I'm sure that I can get you a discount for sending you over there. Um, so that'll help. But in all reality, man, if you're looking for something that's gonna get you by for quite a few years and everything, that $2,000 mark, it would put you in really, really good hands. No, no, man, it's easy. Once everything's set up, it just it the downloading process is different, crap like that, but it's nothing crazy, man. You know, Basically, there's a little icon on your desktop, and it'll say Arma Reforger. You click on it, and it'll open it up just like it would a regular game. If he's keeping the same name and everything, it's going to appear exactly the same. It's just going to be connecting us to a different location. Oh yeah, yeah, no, it's going to be a fresh boot. But yeah, and considering that this is a free server that you guys set this up on, this server's not performing bad considering how many mods are on it. And this is a free server, so the specs on it, the stats, the performance is absolute trash compared to going on like a GTX server that's premium. Um, so if it's running smooth over here on a potato server, you know that once you go over there, it's going to be really, really high quality. So yeah, I mean he can if this is a free server, he can keep one open and just name it something different. He'd have to change the name. That way it would be a different location, obviously. Right. No, I get that. But how many people are you opening it up to? Okay. That's not a whole lot of people, especially on a big ass map. And then you got to think about this, dude. On a standard server, you're only like when you open up your map, you have one objective to go to. That man, I opened up the map earlier and there was like a dozen of them. Hang on, there there's 10 of them right now. So that's the other cool thing. So on a standard server, when it only flags that one location, that's the only location where there's enemies at. So you can go to any of those other towns and stuff like that you haven't taken over, and there's no enemies over there. Right. So with the flags on all of those, there's active enemies, and you can see it crosses the entire map. Your hot mic and duck. So yeah, it's a cool feature. Definitely a cool feature. No, not very many at all. It's an awesome start. It's only going to get better. So that's a good thing. Tell me which one of them that you liked, that you actually really liked. No, they're not bad. They're not bad. The gameplay and everything's good. No, and no, Chill Fam's a really cool server and everything. The only bad thing about having a highly populated server like that is that it does get laggy as hell, so your performance isn't as good. Um, and then the other problem is that if you've got, 50 people going into one location, you guys just, yeah, it's right. You're just steamrolling the places. It's not very good gameplay because it's just overpopulated. Right. Yeah, and to each their own. Yeah, I mean, to each their own. There's a lot of people that kind of gameplay is attractive to them, but for me, it kills the challenge. I mean, think about all the hours that me and you have spent just literally capping bases, or if one of us wasn't on, we were out there solo capping the bases. And the hell that you end up going through doing it is, sometimes it's 2 to 3 hours to cap a base by yourself. And yeah, but it's that challenge that makes it exciting and fun. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and kill the live stream, and that way we're prepared for the server swap.